Yo, what it is, it's the Creek Boys, and you're locked in with the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Every day I'm with Vibe Perspective.
Yo, what it do, family? It's your favorite host, Mike on the mic, sitting here with two incredible guys from the Vibe Perspective Podcast, myself and Ground 3 Radio, DJ OK. We back at it again for another Vibe Style Wednesdays, another series of interviews, and shout out to each and every one of my listeners from across the world tonight. Be sure to call in at 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872. We got some real godly individuals in the building, man. You either building or destroying. And we definitely building. We definitely building tonight, man. Man, they built something incredible with their brand and a legacy for the entire city, honestly, if you ask me. Co-owner of City of Gods, Mashari, along with my guy Snacks, is in the building. What's good with y'all?
What's going on, Mike?
What's up? The hood Nord Wall. Remember I said that, the hood Nord Wall.
He stabbed it. He honestly stabbed it. And all my listeners that want to learn more about their work and some of the things they got going on, go over to City of Gods at CITYOFGODSS and at SnackGod INFJ1111. That is SnackGod _ INFJ1111 on IG as we go through the interview, so you can match the work to the men themselves. Man, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man, and you know, just being here in the stew with us. You know what I mean? Man, tap in. If y'all haven't been to City of Gods yet, tap in. Pull up, buy some or several items, you know what I'm saying? Pull up and be there, man, because it's a vibe. And from everything that I've seen, it's obviously like an environment. Like it's like a whole thing. Like you walk in, you get surrounded by all the energy. You know what I'm saying? I want to start early for both of y'all. Mashari, I'll start with you first. Like, you know, tell me about your upbringing. Tell me about sort of early life and then kind of moving forward with your upbringing.
Yeah, so as far as the store, I started the stores in 2002. We had Street Dreams on Liberty Heights and Garrison.
I was gonna say earlier, but
oh yeah, well you know, that's not too much for me. Regular Baltimore guy. That's pretty much it. I always thought that when I started with the clothes, as far as everything. I mean, before that, around that time, like I said, I started with Street Dreams in 2002. From West Baltimore, at one time, I think what really got me, I really in the street dreams was good, but then I had a truck. I used to drive around in a truck like an old potato chip truck.
Yeah.
And I had it sitting one time, and it was sitting there for so long, my uncle had said, well, I might do something with this truck. So he put hardwood floors in the back, TV on the wall, and shelves in the truck. I was riding around and selling merchandise from there, going to every hood.
Going crazy.
Yeah, like ice cream truck, just ice cream man, but I had clothes instead. But it's pretty dope. From there, just stole North Avenue for a couple years, and then came to City of Gods. Been there since 2009.
Yep.
So 2009 to current. So it's been good. Life's been okay. Can't complain. Not one bit. So just thankful. You know what I mean? Thankful to be here.
Definitely, man. It's a pleasure. And Snacks, tell me about your sort of early on, and then how you got involved with City of Gods.
For me, early on, it's just me, a regular guy with us Snacks, of course. I dealt with, I did a lot of mortuary transport, and I deal with the elderly. So that's pretty much what I started at, as far as me upcoming. And as far as how I got into City of Gods was, I was a loyal customer. Like I was there all the time. Like it's to the point like, this nigga keep coming in.
Might as well work it.
And then eventually it's just like I just one day, one of the owners, what was it? I think it was not only was Frazier.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm going on vacation. Can you work the store? Shit, I only live right around the corner from the shop. I was like, shoot, I work, and then ever since then it's just been consistent.
Right.
Consistent.
Yeah,
I'm a manager, and we just rock and roll.
No, for sure. And I do, before we keep going, I do want to ask, like, Mashari, like, can you explain, like, Ty from Samos, right? Like, can you explain how important he is to this early story? Because, like, for the audience, like, because I don't know if they really, even if they do, I think, because I got a lot of listeners from outside of Baltimore who don't, really know. Tell me how important or integral he was early on in this.
Oh, man, Ty, I love Ty. And from day one, we've always been cool since I had the same one store calls from my mom and mom. But shit, one time on my truck, I had like two trucks. One of my trucks broke down on me. It's like, shit. So the whole time, this is my hustle. So, my truck registers, that's a big part what I got going on. So I got a bill maybe like $4 or $5 grand. I'm like, shit, I got to pay this goddamn bill. And I just got my truck really running. So
Right. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck am I going to do? So I think I was in town with some of the same old clothes on the truck. So I called Ty like, man, shit, I'm going to be a minute before I come and get some clothes. Like, what's happening? So I was like, man, my truck was back. So I can't do shit. He like, Shari, come holler at me. I go to North Avenue store. I go to the store, same old North Avenue. Man, I go in there, man, give me like 3 big, it might be more than that, contractor bags filled with same old clothes. Like, but this was shit when niggas had the same old bubble vests, the leather vests, and shit supposed to be. So I mean, that was something like $200 a piece.
Yeah.
So I took one there, dumped them out in there. He like, look, Shari, just give me some money. Once you make the money, I'm like, shit, oh hell yeah, just help me. Man, I piled that shit in the truck. I probably made I was making some money. I probably made like $4 grand maybe in like 2 weeks. So I'm like, let me go in and give him this money. So I go in there, I go to give him some money. So I tell like, man, keep that shit. So I'm like, keep it. What you mean? It ain't like I'm giving him $100.
Right.
No, you getting $50, man. Take that.
Right. Yeah.
I go give this man some money. He like, man, keep that shit. What the fuck you mean keep the money? He like, man, go ahead and get on your feet. I'm like, damn. Then not on that, the nigga gave me more shit on top of that.
Read up.
Yeah, they keep on like, damn, the whole time, but never not one time told me to give him $1. I said, yo, give me $5. Never not one time.
Yeah.
Even if I see him this day, let's get a drink, whatever. I mean, that's my man. Love him to death. I mean, I love him. I mean, I genuinely love it. I genuinely love that nigga for real.
Yeah, man, that's so dope.
That's dope right there.
That's so dope. I wish there was more people like that out here, because like, I feel like so many people are like so selfish nowadays. It's like they don't want to see other people sort of get back on their feet. And I think it was good enough for him just to see you get back in a good space. Right. Like that was payment enough. It was like, oh, you back. You know what I mean? And like you said, you was like on the truck, going crazy in these, in these neighborhoods. And I think that's important to, for this early story to build that foundation, and we briefly talked about Frazier. Like, can you talk about your relationship, both of you guys? Can you talk about your relationship with Frazier? Like, he did like the Unanimous Games, for everybody who doesn't know, like Unanimous Games, like Under Armour, Rock Nation, like, all those partnerships, all that work. Tell us about sort of how that began early.
So when I had the store on North Avenue, this was in end of 2008. By into 2008. So I think Frazier they were just about to get the store in 2009. Like, we're going to the store, City God, blah, blah, blah. And at the time, I'm in the street. I'm riding around on trucks.
Right.
And I'm doing good. Like, I'm really getting money. I'm like, I'm getting money. I mean, these things like, you riding around trucks selling clothes on the truck. I'm like, y'all niggas selling dope and I make more money than y'all. So, I mean, they could laugh around because it was fun at the time. We used to ride around on the truck with Val, Skinny Shug. And it was always something dope on the truck.
Yeah.
So, Frazier like, let me take these clothes, man, help us out with this shit. So I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. So I figured I'd make some money. Everybody make some money. Sure. Riding around on the truck, it was cool. I think Frazier and them had the store probably maybe 3 months or something, 3 or 4 months. Somebody broke in the store and took all that shit out. Whoa. So then somebody emptied the store out. So he like, man, you might come fuck with us, man. Look, let's make some money, blah, blah, blah. And shit, I've been there, it's like probably the first maybe 3 or 4 months since the store opened up.
Yeah.
So, there from really day one for real.
Really
much,
day one.
There's one number in there.
Yeah, this is the new day one. You know what I mean? No, for sure.
One number in there.
Right. And what about you, Snacks?
Yeah, for me, like I said earlier, I've been in City Guard since 2011. I started really going down there heavy 2012. Like, and that's when he just kept seeing my face. Like, man, damn, pause. I just had to say it.
We on pause alert. I might put it in the video.
That's it for me.
But as far as that, that's how pretty much how that went. Like, Frazier, he straight was like, man, hey, you want to work? I said, shoot. Oh, yeah. I said, because at the time, like, I only was wearing all black, owned brand. Like I don't wear the Gucci Polo. It was all black owned. I was like, shit, this store right around the corner from my house. I might as well just make this my home for real.
Yeah, for real.
Because when I got really in tune with all the, the name brands and all that, and what the real meaning of shit and all that, I was like, man, you know what? No, I'm going to stick my name.
Right. Exactly.
I wound up working there with Frazier, and then. Shit, me and Shard got cool. Like, I love this nigga. Like, like this. When I say this is my brother. Like,
you been there for a while.
Yeah. So it's like once me and him connected, it was a rap.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
that's dope.
Yeah, it was a rap.
That's dope, man. Shout out to Frazier too, man. I gotta get him in here one of these days too. Tap in. And I definitely also want to talk about someone else who's sort of really important in this. Your wife, Keisha, like who is like the backbone of like these designs. You know, coming up with this new creative process. And you know, tell me about sort of getting her involved. And like what that means now for you, like today in 2023, that operation looks much different now, like you know, versus how it started, right? So tell us about that.
So as far as Keisha, man, that's the. I mean, for real, it's kind of like damn near the backbone for real. Yeah. Because like as far as designs and things of that nature, man, I'm talking about she put shit together. I mean, like there's no question. Like as far as when we gonna have no designs. I'm like, man, what the fuck we gonna do this week? What we gonna do this week? And she was working the job, so she's like, this look nice, this color nice, this color nice. I'm like, all right, cool. So it's not what she do, but she started pushing it together. I'm like, God damn, that's all this shit. So then she pushed me, was like, you know what? I was probably spending like, I want to say about 800 hours a week getting screen print shit done. 700 hours a week just get some shit done. So I'm like, damn, this fucking bill crazy. This bill crazy like $4,000 a month. Yeah. So she was like, why we keep doing that shit? Let's just get our own machine. So I'm like, we started looking to them like, damn, machines, they cost. Yeah. So I'm like, man, fuck it, bought a nice machine, and then from there with that one machine, and she in the house right now working on that. I swear, no bullshit. That's the God's having truth. This is the God's having truth. Yeah. So she in the house right now doing some shit. So did that. Then she started, well, I'm trying a embroidery machine. So she started so we got a embroidery machine. Now we got now we don't have no basement furniture no more. We got a screen print machine in the basement. Our dining room furniture, gave all that shit away. Now we got 5 embroidery machines in the living room. So it's like, I'm like, damn, it's kind of traveling. Never thought about this shit, like I said, one for her. Yeah. So like I said, designs all night long. But like I said, let me see. I look
open one eye, that's hard as shit.
Yeah, real shit. Wake up, don't know what the fuck she needs.
That's dope.
Yeah,
man.
but that's how I've been. That's how it's been nice. That's what's been happening for real.
Yeah, I love seeing that, man. Yeah. Like a husband and wife, like, you know, putting it together, like, you know, and sort of using both of their skill sets. Right. Like you could push the product, she can create the product, and it's like it goes hand in hand. Right. You know, I think that's so dope. And shout out to you, because like I think a lot of people like are trying to find new ways to get their significant others into business. I think this is a great model. It's like, even though in the beginning you said she didn't do that, like she ain't know how to, you know, do all this stuff, like, you know, but once you see that somebody has a gift, like your significant other can kind of do this pretty well, use it for your advantage, make some money for both of us, you know, bring some bread in the crib. And so I love that. I love seeing Black Love. I love seeing that work.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like and there was something I seen early, like in 2012, it was like Empire of Tees. Like she was like, you know, like she is the architect of the Empire of Tees. And I think, you know, like every empire, you know, it draws people. Right. You know, like, and I think that's something I seen so early. Like everybody came to City of Gods. Right. Like everybody came to City of Gods. Like, and I mean, especially like on your birthday, you celebrated a birthday recently too. Happy birthday! You know what is it? Happy belated. Yeah. Also, I got a birthday gift. You know, it's first time we done this.
That's why I said. That's why
birthday gift. Can you guess what's in this?
Yeah. Some tequila.
No.
That's that. I just told motherfuckers I wasn't drinking, and he boy came with this bullshit.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I had to bring it out for your birthday, man. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got the perfect amount of cups too.
John, where you at?
That's the go-to.
My homeboy John turned me up with this bullshit.
Man, I noticed a lot of times on your birthday you had to get Mad Dog. Like it was always a Mad Dog bottle there. I wanted to keep that, you know, that tradition going. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Fat ass second me and Pudge, one day Pudge out, you know, like I see a comedian talk shit, but we always Pudge out like, my phone coming in the store. And we gonna drink some Mad Dog. Like, you drink that shit? I'm like, yeah, I don't mind. So one feels like, I'm just talking shit. I don't mind this shit though. For real, it's cool. I said I wanted to go and drink today, but gotta
drink today now, man. And it's crazy. I haven't drank Mad Dog since college. And I was like, I gotta drink it for this interview. I gotta drink it for this interview. Shout out to Howard University, by the way.
This go shout out to Mad Dog. Y'all be sponsors.
This video is not sponsored by Mad Dog. But if they try and get on, you know what I'm saying? Pull up. You know, Banana Red. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, for sure. Like, but I mentioned, like, you know, it draws people always. Like a good empire draws a lot of people, and it's like, man, like you've seen so many people at like City of Gods, like people from Murphy Homes, people from White Lock, people from like down the hill, like everybody came and like it was like a meeting point. It was like a what is it, the epicenter of the city almost in a way. Like the YBS's to the Stokies to the Balls to the ASAP Ants to like so many people from different spectrums, different hoods. Like it's like this melting pot of different like cultures of Baltimore in one place, and everybody was cool. Like everything was like good vibes. Like tell us about like being that meeting place, like being that uniting place, like that y'all have seen over the years.
It was just I guess always energy for real. So it's like just sitting in the store bullshit and it just tend to gravitate to people. So I don't know where we come from. You know, I sit in the store all day. If I don't have nothing to drink, I feel like you acting like a bitch. I crack the bottle. It's like, you know, like it's a call. Yeah. Crack the bottle. It's like the best. Everybody just pile up. So motherfuckers start piling up and bullshit. I'm like, God damn. Anybody walk the store. That's like the best of it. Because, we sit there all day long. So I'm like, I be in the store like at 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm like, man, listen. I'm ready to go. I'm sitting in this motherfucker, Miami made low over the months. I'm ready to go. Man, let's get a bottle, crack the bottle. We sitting there one day just bullshit, crack. I said, man, that's bullshit down this motherfucker. Crack, but he's in the bullshit. Soon we start drinking. We always say this. Nigga, Boris Kojo walking. That's how the fuck.
Literally.
Like, literally.
Boris Kojo.
So I'm like, how the fuck he walking here? So he's coming like, I want the hat in your head. Like, dang, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Bullshit. So, but not like that, just so many people come in the store just on the humble. Like, you never expect. I mean, never expect the people to come in there. Like, who the fuck is it? And they're like, sport motherfucker. I don't watch sports.
Yeah.
I mean, none, basketball, baseball, for nothing.
Like Mello.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, just real shit though.
Shaky Smithson.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Edgar Jones.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jamil McClain. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Jamil that was kind of crazy too. How he came, it was a bar next door. He came to the store, just bullshit one night. It was late as shit when the guy at the bar. So it might have been like 2 o'clock in the morning. The bar was closing. He walked in the store and buy some shit. Like, oh yeah, what's going on? Like, I'm like, what the fuck is it?
Right,
I mean, just coming there speaking. He walked in the store like 7 of us there. We drinking bullshit.
Yeah.
He leave his bag in there. This nigga leave his number. Like, man, you get something, you hit me, let me know. I'm like, all right, cool.
All right.
He nigga rolls out. I don't know who the fuck he is. No bullshit. And this when he hot. He rolls the fuck out. This nigga called my phone like, it might be like 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Call him like, yo, man, who this? He like, this Max. I'm like, who? Like, yo, I left that store, bought this. I'm like, okay, cool. He said, yo, it's a bag, it's a Gucci bag or something, a Louis bag or something there. So I'm like, oh yeah, it's something. I'm on the way back down there and get it. Come in that bitch, he open the bag up. And I'm like, dang, he got money, all that shit there. So like, man, good looking out, yo, damn, like, all right, cool, nigga, ain't nobody here still.
Right.
Take the bag, and I mean, it's been cool. I mean, them niggas been cool since then. I haven't like talked to him like, in a minute, I know I can reach out, but
hell yeah.
Just cause like him and Eka real tight, so Eka my man, love him to death, but yeah, man, just crazy how it worked out. Like out the blue, anybody walk in, and I'm like, nigga, like, you know what that was? Like, no, what that was? Oh, we played for such. Oh, damn, what's up? I don't even know what the fuck that nigga
You know who you are.
Don't have a clue. Not one clue.
That's crazy. And speaking of athletes, since we kind of on this topic, I didn't expect to go here this early, but since we're on the topic, like Javante, like Tank, you know what I'm saying, who's always sort of been like a friend of the store. Like he's always been there early, copping everything. You know, now he's like everywhere. Right. He is the biggest thing in Baltimore. Like, tell me about that relationship early, because it seems like he was really tapped in, like very early.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he grew up. He didn't grow up since then, but you know what I mean. Like in the beginning, I mean, he was a kid when he was boxed at well, we still boxed there, but when he the first, I don't know if it was the first fight, but they had a fight at Shake and Bake.
Mm-hmm.
So we sponsored some people to wear stuff at Shake and Bake, and we was cool since then. For real. Like, I haven't spoke to him in years, for real, but I'm just saying he was cool. And I mean, we was outside. Might have been 200 people outside. I don't know if we can get in. So I'm calling his phone like, yo, you gotta get us in. All right, cool, coming out. Ball 3, come on, we all going there. But it was always good energy, always good vibes. I mean, when he was young, like as he got old, like I said, I haven't been around in a while, but I'm saying just in general. But man, as a kid, man, he was always cool. I'm quite sure the same person as the man. I mean, I probably seen him maybe a year or two ago. I'm not sure, but I mean, for the most part, he always been a good guy, man. Always. Yeah. So I mean, like I said, a lot of people came through that. So
yeah, definitely. What was some of your early like ideas of Tank when he was there, when he was in the store?
I knew he was gonna be.
You already knew? You could just tell?
Yeah, I could just tell. Just by even when he was, because I was watching Tank in the Uprising, when the Olympics and all that.
Right.
And I kind of already knew that. Like, yeah, he's gonna be something.
Yeah.
And then the more and more he came to the shop, I was like, oh, wow, yeah, he gonna be something.
He like
I
truck.
knew he was, truck too.
Oh, also truck, yeah.
I knew
shop.
Tank was something. Don't be mad. When he stopped coming to the shop, that's when I was like, oh my bad.
Yeah. Out of here.
He out of here. That's
Out of
what
here.
bad.
Oh God.
But but we still had Tank because his brother comes down too.
Yeah.
His brother Fiddle comes to the
For sure.
shop.
Big
shop
shout
as
out,
well.
man.
So it's
Yeah.
like that's even dope.
He just there last.
Yeah, he was there last week. Last Saturday.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. Shout out to Tank, man. Shout out to his bro too, man, because I think he is finna go stupid. Like he's finna be one of the biggest things we've seen in a long time, and he kind of already is, but like he's gonna keep growing. He's nowhere near done.
Just got that man.
Man, yeah, 20. Man, it was a gift. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna turn it down, but he said don't turn on this time.
Hey, we can't turn it. You know what I'm saying? It's a celebrate. It's a celebrate. Man, that's fire. I mean, and speaking of fire, actually, like you're a sneakerhead. I can tell. I can tell you're a sneakerhead. And I think, you know, early on I seen from all my research I did, it's been some heat that has come through the store. Skunk SBs. Actually, including the sneakers I'm wearing on my feet right now, the Krampus SBs. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I seen those and I was like, oh, now I got to pull them out. I got to pull them out the box. You know what I'm saying? So tell us about sort of, pause alert. Tell us about that, tell us about sort of that influence of being a sneakerhead. Like, because I know it comes from somewhere.
So in the beginning, we had it was another partner named Idris. He was pretty much he was a shopper. He always wanted to shop, always want to do this. I mean that's what he did.
Yeah.
So he was a designer. So I'm like, what's going on? He like, I'm going to Miami this weekend. I'm like, for what? You like, oh man, I gotta sit on a balcony and look and see what's going on and all that shit. He was going to DC and see Dookie, but I didn't want to say the Dookie was whatever, I can't think of the name, clothes store name, but we would go up there every weekend just to see like different shit to come out.
Yeah.
And he was always the one to shop. Like I was never like I don't care about the shop. But then I like see a couple like, oh, I like them tennis. They nice.
Right.
So it was like so practice ordered some dumpster 2 days ago. Some shit I ordered some shit from Nike, but nevertheless. But yeah, that's I guess he kind of like really got me into the shit because I was like, it's cool, but this is cool, but they try to match it with shit. Gotta go back to the time Samos. Cause you know, like Samos, when I say they was hot. It was hot. You know what I mean? So when Ty was banging that shit like, we got this shirt, we got this to match this shirt, we got this to match that shirt, we got this. I'm like, damn, it's kind of fire.
Right.
So now, I was telling my wife, she was like the whole time, but she wanted shit too. She was like, man, these tennis coming out to match this, you gotta put this together. I'm like, all right, cool.
Put this together.
Yeah, real shit. So she even put shit together, so I mean, everybody like tennis, I guess. I mean, just if you gonna buy them, you gonna buy them. So.
Especially now, I think it's gotten way bigger than it was back in the day.
Way bigger.
Like back in the day, you only seen about 20, maybe 30 people in the line.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people who understood sneakers, people who understood like the history behind them, or like why these sneakers were better than any other ones.
Right.
Like now, it's like hype beast. Like everybody want the newest dunks.
Shout
like,
out Mr. Shoe.
you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
like,
she was just on Instagram. She probably got tons of shit, but
tap in. I need that.
Yeah. She was just on. He just went
1,000 pair of shoes.
They got so
more than 1,000. Yeah, he got over like
he
had to get rid of some.
Yeah, Mr. Dot Shoe something.
Mr. Dot Shoe 2.0.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely
check him out. But he always on
Definitely
point. He always asking about doing different, like, I need to come out and do some shoe stuff in the store. I'm like, man, whatever, let me know.
Right there.
I mean,
tap in, man, Mr. Shoe, man.
Even like the fish and shit, like, everybody knows she sell the fish. But,
I gotta get that fish sandwich too. I am doing nothing tomorrow.
Yeah. We're gonna be there tomorrow from 12 to 6 and 12 to 7.
Yeah.
Pulling up.
Yeah.
Just an aside, I definitely came that Saturday after the Miles Michelin interview. Shout out to Miles Michelin, who's also in the building right now. I didn't put it on the but I definitely came. I think I must have came late or something. I didn't see nobody there.
What time was it?
It was probably like 3-ish or something on a Saturday.
On a Saturday?
That Saturday.
Oh, we probably wasn't there then. On a Saturday, because you gotta we get to do something like 3:34ish.
Yeah.
You know, women, so maybe 4:30ish, maybe.
Yeah.
I
was like, hey man, where's everybody at, bro?
Now I'm in trouble.
No doubt. Man, but no worries. I'm gonna definitely pull up tomorrow for sure. I'm gonna pull up tomorrow, man. I mean, and we kind of, I'm skipping around a little bit. We talked about traveling a little bit, and I think City of Gods was featured in a Japanese fashion magazine early on in 2012, August 2012.
Yeah. Smash.
Nuts.
Yeah.
How did that feel? I know that.
Man, Oliver.
Number 3.
They got that. They know he
incredible. How about that?
Yeah. Take it all out.
Crazy.
But my man Oliver, he has a store called the Cut Rate. He used to have a Gente a tissue store.
Yeah.
So Oliver, I can't think of Oliver's name was, but it might be at the Cut Rate. But Oliver, man, he was dope, man. I mean, a good guy.
Yeah.
He used to go to the shoe store all the time and buy shoes and shit all the time. He used to always go in there. So he wound up, Michelle coming in, we in there talking shit. He said, man, I gotta come out City Gods. Man, he come out City Gods. He think in California now, if I'm not mistaken, but he come by the store one day. I'm in Drew Park with my kids. And I said, somebody riding on a motorcycle, ride by. So who the fuck is this white guy right here? He hopped up, beep, 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 beep. Yo, who the fuck is this white guy? I mean, Drew Park. He like, man, get off the bike, just my helmet on. He said, man, I gotta come down the store.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool. He come down the store one day on a Sunday. He bring some guys that work for Nike and some other guys, So they come in and get to talking shit. And he like, man, we're gonna take some pictures of y'all while y'all at the store.
Yeah.
I think okay, cool, no problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why not?
Took pictures and wound up putting on a Japanese magazine. I said, this was dope as shit.
Crazy.
Yeah, this was really fucking crazy. So it was dope, man. Shout out to Oliver, the Cut Rate. I think it's at the Cut Rate for real, but man, dope. He built motorcycles. He a true like a biker boy for real. But the shoe game, shoe game crazy too.
Yeah, for sure.
That's dope things for real.
Yeah, for sure. Do you still run the park, the Drew Hill Park?
Fuck no, I used to do that shit. I didn't start that out, man.
You gotta get back. You gotta get back on it. You know what I'm saying?
I used to do that shit faithfully. I was doing that shit faithfully, getting up in the morning, doing that shit. I was living right across shoot around White Lock, so I was.
You know what I'm saying?
I get around the park every morning. I get up, run the shit from the night before, 4 o'clock in the morning. Let me go run it.
That's the best thing to do. That's the best thing to do.
9 hours just drunk.
It's that drunk energy that you just gotta get out. No, I feel it. I know the feeling. And speaking of biker boys, Chino was always down, always down there, wearing the clothes, even representing, when he's not there, he's representing somewhere crazy, in LA or wherever. It's tell us about Chino coming through and your relationship with him and seeing him and then now seeing where he's gotten now. It's
I always fuck with Chino. I mean, I always fuck with Chino since Chino might be about 5 years old, no exaggeration.
Man.
I mean, literally, I'm not, when I say no exaggeration. Chino, y'all ain't somebody tell him call, but listen. I used to ride around, I was riding around the truck selling clothes, me and the old nigga Tops. Nigga, you top and ball, high the top on the ball and shit.
Yeah.
We used to ride around and Chino had this low ass fucking motor dirt bike. I don't know, it was literally shit. like a monkey ride. Yo, I was up Emerson Village one time, and his mom real cool. I used to call, what the fuck is he at this? He riding around on a bike somewhere in the city. Man, I'm up Emerson Village. This nigga gotta be, I don't know, this nigga may have been, maybe 9 at the time. No exaggeration. Niggas come through on the bikes. A slow nigga come through on the bike. What the fuck you doing? Fuck you talking shit. Riding on the bike. I say this shit bananas. This nigga really on this bike shit. And I would ride through that way. He come out, hop on there. He was a little Chino 2 thing. He stole me $60. I think he stole some shorts on the truck. I know you did. So I know you got it now. So you better cash at me, nigga. You got a number somewhere. Cash at me $60. Yeah, they probably was $30, but I need, since I know you got it, send me 60. But yeah, I probably seen Chino probably about 6 or 7 months ago. I don't know. I may have seen him online bullshit here and there, but probably physically seen him. Yeah, we was at Chill Spot once. Probably might have been about a year ago.
Yeah, hell yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so just bullshit, man. Every time I see him, I always big love. I mean, I showed a lot of nigga. Like I said, I've been knowing him since he was a fucking maybe 6. No exaggeration. I don't know how Chino is, but
crazy.
I've been knowing you since I've been around there since 2002. So I don't know how old this nigga is, but he can't be so old. I mean, I had no idea. I don't know how old he is, but I know he can't be so old. But I know the whole time since I had to start 2002.
Yeah,
and I've been knowing
he was super young.
I've been knowing him since before that. So not before that, but I've been on this mobbing them since then. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, but
that's crazy, man.
Yeah,
transformation. Dream chaser. Shout out to me.
Yeah,
shout everybody up there, man. I'm gonna get that one day. I'm gonna interview. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of transformation, we kind of in that 2012 range. Like, you did a remodel of the shop in 2012. Like, and I think that sort of led to even sort of bigger community events and bigger, like, you know, listening sessions and like performances. And, you know, I want to ask you, like, about building that sort of community relationship, right? Like, was that in your mind when you did the renovation, or did it just kind of happen that it was the perfect time, perfect place?
Perfect time. You know, perfect time, perfect place. I never even thought of, you know, I'm just saying, always saying the whole time, let's just make the store the store. We try to make more space to put a couple shirts in there. But I mean, as along the way, niggas come and some people start coming. You
made more space for community. That was it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. But people just kept coming to the store nonstop. So, and like I said, it was crazy because at one time we cleaned the back of the store. We had a tattoo parlor in the back of the store. We had a tattoo parlor. We had 2 niggas doing tattoos in the back of the store. It was dope as shit. I mean, so then that right now I'm about to remodel the store now. I just got some things in my mind. I'm ready to do the store. We're gonna take everything out of that bitch. And do something totally all over again.
Close to 10 years later, you know, like a little spring cleaning. You know what I'm saying? No, I love it. I love it.
That's something else definitely real soon for real. Well, I'm thinking about it now. Just got ideas on tape.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see that, man, because I know that's going to be, you know, a nice renovation.
Goddamn right.
You know what I'm saying? I got to definitely pull up for that too. And I mean, you know, you've done events over the years, like outside of the shop.
Right.
But like, you know, you've done a heap of events there. Like, I mean, outside you did like the Morgan Fashion Show. Right. You did like the Respected DJ events, which I think sort of that event, to me, you know, before I even really did my research on City of Gods, I've seen that shirt everywhere. Because I've been around DJs. You know, like, I'm a host myself. I do parties on the weekends and sometimes during the weekdays if they pay me enough. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen that shirt, Respect the DJ. Respect the DJ. I just seen it so many times. And I thought it was something like, you know, like a pop culture reference almost in a way. But it's grown to become that. Like, it was sort of just an event, but now it's like an icon, like a staple. Shout out to Icon of God, by the way. Like, it's been a staple so far. And I think that sort of, like you mentioned, it's like you didn't plan for it, but it kind of ends up happening with all the energy you have around. You know, shout out to Jay Claxton, shout out to Squirrel Wide, shout out to, you know, everybody who's, you know,
shout out to Fame,
like,
Fame, ain't bullshitting, my nigga, bro. He came up like we sat down, come up with some ideas, and man, and Fame was my guy, man. I'm talking about coming to the store, man. We used to get fucked up. I don't know. I'm quite sure his life.
I should have bought 2 bottles of Mad Dog.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, no. Interview go 4 in the morning.
Hey man, we got number time.
But that's crazy. So in Fame, man, he was kicking some shit off, man. So we got to talk about the Respect the DJ and shit like that, man. It's got crazy. So and we gotta do it again. I got hella designs for Respect the DJ.
Got to.
I got hella new designs for Respect the DJ. So it's gonna be crazy for real.
No, for sure. It's gonna be even better than you could even imagine, because I know that like, just like me, like, I've seen the name, I've heard the name, I've seen the insignia everywhere. You know how many people have seen it that didn't know about that event, that wasn't there, that need to come to the second one? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be insane if you do it again, and I definitely gotta pull up. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see me, man. I mean, you've done so many things, you know, in the community and brought so many events to the shop, like, you know, Face Off Battle Rap League, like,
shout out to Daryl Mack.
Like, shout out to Daryl Mack, bro.
He just hit Daryl Mack and me yesterday. I'm not bullshit. He's like,
that's crazy.
We're gonna try to do something on the store soon. Just hit me.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, it's, you know what I'm saying? I do my research.
Be a slumber.
We not the fans,
I got to work in the morning.
Oh, I mean, you know.
Hey, we'll figure it out, huh?
Hey, we'll figure it out when we get there. It's a roll wheel cross by next morning. Man, no, for sure. I mean, before I forget, we talked about a lot of people that sort of come in and out of the store, like, you know, Be More Snoop.
Yeah.
Like, friend of the shop.
Yeah,
like she is wearing it all the time. Like, she's wearing City of Gods all the time. Like, and I know that had to be like a good friendship, like outside of just the brand. You know, a lot of people just want to show up for the brand. Like, tell us about her. Like, tell us about sort of her influence. I mean, other than just being on the wire and like everything that's like.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy how like how that worked out, because like I said, when I was driving, I was driving around on a truck. Like I said, it might have been 05, 06 or something like that. I don't know. So I'm driving around in the truck selling clothes and shit. So just bullshitting, and I went everybody to East Baltimore. So I'm like, damn, we might have been on I can't think what the fuck street. We was on some street though. So when she come over there, she go on the truck. No, she ain't get on the truck. Like, yo, come to the shit. Like, nah, I ain't get on the truck. Yeah. So the door was open. So now by this time, like 7 niggas come over there. So she look in the back. She like, damn, what's up? So I think somebody she know I just came home or something. So she get in the truck and she's like, oh yeah. He want everything. She got him a lot of shit. So I'm like, you got highlighters, blah, blah, blah. So I know I'm just talking shit. Right. And now I know who Snoop is. But, you know, all the players, I don't know this shit. So we talking shit. So we exchange numbers and shit. And I'm like, all right, cool. Keep coming around. So just on the humble. So shit, me one day was like, bro, come down Moe's. They was on some of the wire. They was on the wire and crab. I can't eat that shit. I can't no seafood. So I'm like, all right, cool. I went down there, probably went in there for like, I don't know, probably 10 minutes, something like this. On some humble shit. Yeah. Just going down board. This old as shit. Yeah. So then one day she was introducing me to the nigga Omar. Mike, whatever his name was.
Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, I can't think off the top of my head. My bad.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. So we one day had the street in Garrison. This nigga walk in the store. Like on a humble, like we had a machine doing engraving name tags. So he walked in the store with his hood and the shit on, coming in like real character shit. God's truth,
like, yo, this is Omar.
Omar. So I'm not even paying attention to Omar every time. I know he is, but he comes to looking at shit. And they say, we like, nah, got the hood shit.
Yo, that's nuts.
Yo, looking through the shit like that whole time. I'm like, yo. I'm not looking like that. It's fucking Omar.
It's I'm like, fucking Omar.
It's fucking Omar. So
I made
shot of you? Yeah, I made him some name tags. I made a engraving machine to make the name tags, so the Doug tags. Yeah. So I made him some Doug tags. Like, man, bring them down to. They was on Broadway. Yeah. I met them down on Broadway, bro. Some shit. I think Snoop may have been at the time, but yo, she was just crazy since then. Me, I've been tight. Yeah. Me, I've been tight since then. She called me like, "What bitch? Where you at? I'm over here drinking." Now she ain't drink. I'm over here. Come through here, bring your drunk ass over here. I go over there and say drunk. Now I get drunk and she cuss me out. Fuck you doing? You drunk as shit, bitch. Cuss me out. But it'd be fun. It'll be fun time.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll be on the ass too. So, but for shit popping on the store, coming in, got some fish, coming in, get some fish and shit like, somebody fucking day, like, yeah, come get some sandwiches. All right, cool. Come through, show love. Not looking for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Come through and show big love like I'm coming through the whole time. Dope, man. That's real shit. So
that's dope.
That's on the humble. That's like literally a phone call away for call bullshit, talk shit. Yeah. And that be it for real. Good love, though. Good energy.
Man, shout out to Snoop, man. Real talk, man. I only seen Snoop in person one time, and that was at an event I was at. I can't even remember what event it was, but it was at some party downtown. Right. And I seen it, and I was like, bro, that's Snoop, bro. Right. Like, and people think, like, for everybody that's not from Baltimore, we not talking about, like, Uncle Snoop. Like, and it's crazy, because, like, when we say Snoop, we know, you know. But, like, a lot of people, they hear Snoop, they like, oh, why are they referring to Snoop as a girl? Real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, no, we talking about Baltimore Snoop, like, legendary, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't know, do your Googles, do your research, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I did a lot of research myself for this interview, and of course, like I mentioned in the Miles Michelin interview, like one of my, one of my heroes, one of my, like, you know, I consider him like a role model for stuff that I want to do, Devin Allen, who, like, bro, like, if I'm not mistaken, he started taking his first pictures there. Y'all from the same hood, you know what I'm saying? Like, he hosted like poetry nights on Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? Like with Josh Austin. Like bro, like insane. Like dude is dude is, you know, he's an inspiration for me, and I know that like you've seen his growth all the way from the beginning to the time cover and then beyond, you know. Like, so tell me about sort of early on knowing Devin Allen and then seeing this progression from then to now.
Shit, Moody was always a good guy. Always a good guy. You know, one time it was Moody, and Moody I call Devin Allen. I call him Moody. So Moody was always around. He had a homeboy named Day Day. I mean, Day Day passed.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. So they was always together. So the whole time they had little crawls as kids and shit like that, and little dumb shit the whole time. We just saw one day movie said, "Yo, when did he come? I'm gonna fuck him up." I said, "Dang, like I'm thinking like what's going on?" But nevertheless, I remember he said when he get a camera, he's taking pictures, and everybody like, "Yo, we taking pictures." But at one time it's like this nigga's taking pictures. But now knowing this nigga really made some shit. I'm taking pictures. Y'all like, nigga taking pictures. Like, niggas the whole time, you probably run trucks on clothes. The same shit.
Exactly.
So,
More than me time.
Yeah, real shit though. So Moody most definitely, he banged from that shit from day one. That's always been a good nigga, always been cool. Never in one time, I can never say one thing bad about the nigga.
Yeah.
Besides me, him get too drunk. Besides that, that's one that
little fist fight outside.
No fist fight. We both be sleep at the bar. We can't sleep, we can't fight sleep. Both of us out here in the bar asleep. So we can't fight like that. But that's my every weekend date party. We like, yo, what's up? Let's go to some drink. All right, cool. We at the bar drunk like this every week, baby, for real. But yeah, that's real shit though. Moody a good guy, yo, he's a great guy, man. Like I say, he got hella love, man. Hella love for that nigga, you know. But he my brother too, like God's truth. He my brother for real, no bullshit. If I got my will.
For sure. For sure. And big shout out to Devin Allen, man. Still inspiring me to the day. Like still, like a model for I think every young kid in the city that pick up a camera, but like also people who aren't even in photography or not even in videography. I'm kind of am now because I'm doing like video and stuff, but like no, like just him being popping and being Baltimore at a high level. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter where he's at, he's still that guy from Baltimore. You know what I mean? And that inspired me because I'm like, I don't ever want to code switch. I don't ever want to switch who I am when I go in different places. Like I want you to see Zone 18. You know what I mean? I want you to see like my hood when you see me because all of us can make it. Don't think none of us like, I went to Howard. Fuck all that. Somebody next to me that didn't go to Howard, that went to wherever, they can be here too. Absolutely. Don't make no mistake. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? And I think, man, like you mentioned Day again, rest in peace, because I said in my research I seen like a lot of photos of him, like a lot of like moments with him, and it was just love. Like when he passed, it was just nothing but love, poured into him. And another, not to bring it sort of sad, but like another person that passed away was G Songs, who was also very, very present early, and tell us about like your like fondest memories of G Songs, because like I know he was one of the funniest people ever in the city. Like naturally funny. Like just like will roast you, will cook you, like
can't wait to.
You know what I'm saying? So tell us about G Songs and sort of his impact on you in the store.
Man, I've been fucking with Gerald since I was young for real. Like forever for real. But he always been Gerald, always been a good guy. I told him your only job is to be funny. You ain't got no other job. The only job you have here is to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So he was always driving the store every day. Yeah, I come down the store like, bitch, come get me. Like, all right, cool. They go get some drinks and bullshit. Like, I ain't drinking this week. Like, all right, cool. Yeah. But it was always like I got 1,000 things to say about Joe. Joe, the whole interview. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Every day when they had when Tatum had to tilt the pig. That was in Tilt the Pig. Every day it was open, was in there.
Yeah.
Every single day was in Tilt the Pig. So it was always Joe was always a great time, man. Joe was always a great time. Always fun. Yeah. Always. So just a good guy.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. And it's funny you mentioned the Tilt the Pig because I was gonna mention Cleon. Yeah. And sort of the funny team. Right? Like y'all would talk about stuff in the store and then go to the Tilt the Pig, get fucked up, and come back and it would be even crazier. I think that's interesting too to see that there are so many people who are at such a high level today that early on started at the store. Right. It's like the Comedy Store in LA. You know what I mean? Like it's so many people that pulled up that was just there to bullshit. It's like there just to see people they knew, laugh a little bit, buy some stuff, just for the camaraderie of it all. But then they ended up being like fucking what's dude's name? Robin Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, or these Devin Allens, and these G Songs, like, because his name sort of reverberates throughout the city whenever you say it, even after he passed away, which is like really difficult to do. Like so many people pulled up, and it's like that's insane. Like, could you have called this early on to know that like this is the meetings, this is the hub, like this is the incubation spot?
Ain't never think of that shit, right? It's crazy. It just happened.
Man.
I mean, literally just happened. Just being cool with everybody, and just happened. Like, so many people said on a regular basis, like like damn near everybody that's doing something in the city, everybody come to the store, hung the store.
Yeah.
I mean, non-stop, like set the store all day, bullshit, drink. Or if they want to do it, they're too young to drink, then but just coming in the store, bullshit.
Yeah.
All day long, every day.
Yeah.
I mean, every single day. So it was dope. It was dope.
Man, that's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible. I think it's like the Apollo, like the stump,
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
golden
yeah.
stump.
Yeah.
You gotta like
The comedy factor.
no, for real. That's literally what it reminded me of. Doing research, like that's all I seen. I was like, bro, like it's almost like the passing ground. Like you gotta come through here, and. I gotta pull up now. just to like, just to pay it forward, because like I think that's a cultural staple now, and it should be revered as that. It should be respected as that. I think as a place you gotta pull up to. You gotta pay your respects. You gotta pay your dues. You gotta pull up to the store. So man, shout out to you. I mean, and speaking of people who are like growing and they had to stop there in their sort of early beginnings, like Donnie Don.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donnie Don. He was like a store brand ambassador early on. I think in like 2022. Now he's like sitting down, record label 300. With Kevin Lyles. And I think that sort of tells that same story, right? Tell us about Donnie Don early on. I interviewed him for Celebrity Basketball Game and some more stuff, but
That's put me on with
Donnie. Most definitely. So Donnie, he was just. One day, he just kicked in the DM like, "Yo, I'm trying to come down and see. I see y'all making noise. I'm trying, trying to be a pop."
Yeah.
Brought him down, introduced him to Shard. We all talked, and that was that. Like he real
cool guy.
Yeah.
I just seen him over the store. On Green
New Language.
Yeah. I just seen New Language. I rode through this.
Shout out to New Language too. Shout out to Wiz.
Shout out to Wiz. I was riding on Green Mountain when I seen I went in there and just wanted to fuck her, just ran the store with that bullshit. He in there talking shit. I'm like, boy, you get fat. We just talking bullshit. So me and Wiz fucking on this bullshit, but yeah, that's
dope. Yeah, that's fam. That's fam. Yep.
Yeah,
all
that's dope.
That's real shit. Congratulations on the baby too, yo.
Definitely.
No, for sure. Congrats, man. Man, yeah, no, for sure. Man, I feel like there's so many individuals I could just pull out the hat and be like, yo, like, oh, this person, that person. Because it's honestly like so many people that came through, like you said, like it's so many people that came through the store and like made a difference in some way. It's insane. It's insane. Like, I mean, and I would be remiss if I didn't also mention, man, I played it before y'all got here. Y'all didn't hear it, but I play it a bit too much for me. Like, because I cannot understate Smash's like impact on the city till this day. And probably for the next 50, 60 years, 70 years, 100 years, I can't even call it. But like also very integral early on in the store. Like, and it was, again, nothing but love, and like just seeing like, the photos that was posted of him, of like everybody remembering moments, being with him. It was like, bro, I could feel a love through the research. And that was like, it's very uncommon that happens. It's probably only 2 other interviews I've done. I've done a few. And only 2 other interviews I felt like, oh, damn, I could feel how they felt, sort of communicated through it, like photos. Like, tell us about, Smash. For those who don't know, because I feel like everybody from Baltimore absolutely knows what I'm talking about right now. But for those who don't know, tell us, about Smash and his impact.
Smash is crazy. I mean, like, my little brother, I always say, but, yeah, Smash is, I mean, he was a good guy, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the whole time, he used to always come to the store. He always come to the store. He come to the store, let me get a couple shirts and bullshit. I'm like, all right, go fuck you, you ask for shirts. Just take some shirts. We come to the store, bullshitting. Now, me and him would get fucked up. Like, we call me, like, yo, where you at? Every day, but we had get some red wine. Like, a little thing, that small thing, red wine. Red wine, just red wine. Every day, damn near. 3 times a week I'm gonna pick him up. Like, come on. We in the store, because he was standing right around the corner one time. Man, come grab him fast. Come pick him up and go to the bar. Or he'll pull up, we in the store, get fucked up every day.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, let's have an event in the store. Let's have an event tomorrow in the store with you. And like, I ain't fucking, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just drunk talk. So like, all right, cool. Now it's time we got anybody gonna smash me tomorrow. We ain't talking shit. This motherfucker, we just get the freestyle. I said, I don't freestyle, bitch. So we ain't talking shit. It's always a good time. So just piling up people. And it was crazy. Like he, in the beginning, he bought a lot of shit. He bought a lot of shit to the store. I mean, a lot of good people. People was like, damn, Smash Songs, we coming in. All right, cool. Cleon too. Cleon this whole time. The funny team shit. Like, man, we come down the store, do something. Like, all right, cool. Jerry, I mean, everybody. Bought their own little parts. So I think that's what made the shit build, I guess, to what it is. You know what I mean? You got a bunch of motherfuckers bringing some shit down the store.
For sure.
Some good motherfuckers bring their own little part. And when you get down the store, like, damn, this is cool. The motherfuckers will come to the store. Motherfuckers come to the store and sit in shit and bring a bottle and just sit in that bitch like you start
just chilling.
No headaches. Nobody. We never had no issues, no fights, no nothing. And
That's dope.
I mean, no issue. People sit in the store all day long, have a good time.
Yeah.
So come in there now, bullshit. Get that fish sandwich now. We sitting outside bullshit.
That's it.
Well, yeah, Smash, man. I miss that nigga like a motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
All
Rest
the
in
time.
peace, Smash, man.
Rest in peace, Smash.
Man, I definitely got to play Gucci Black Bag Blues after this. You know what I'm saying? Just like just for the energy. You know what I'm saying? We invoked the name. I gotta put it on. You know, personally. And also, I mean, it's funny. I just thought of this when I was doing my research. You was drinking plum wine. I'm gonna hold that against you.
Yeah, Kikkoman.
That Kikkoman plum wine. You know, Kikkoman makes soy sauce, right?
So I used to go to Excess. I don't know who put me on with that shit. But I was going to Excess. And I was going to Excess all the time. A couple times a week, maybe. Going to Excess. I don't know if they even still open. They still open? I think might be.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But
possibly.
I was in Excess so much. And it was nice as shit. And I can't remember who put me on. Like, man, taste this plum wine. Like, this shit good as shit.
It's good as shit.
So I had to taste it, motherfuckers. So now, like, I started getting fucking the Kiko. My time, get a bottle. Shit ain't costing them about $30.
Yeah, right. It's cheap.
Shit. I was like, this shit ain't bad. I fell in love with that shit. That was my first band up.
You know what's funny? I was literally gonna try to find it, but I could not find it for the life of me. I could not find it for the life of me, bro. Sweet as shit. You had to cut it with something like
those be bleeding fish with that
shit. No, for real talk, man. Man,
I wasn't no drinking then for real. It's so crazy. I ain't started drinking. I got about like 31 before I started drinking in my life. I ain't never drink shit. So
after that, it was like
yeah.
We outside now. We outside. Man, damn. I feel like I don't even know how long this interview is going on, but it feels like we definitely over time. Man, I feel like I can see it for a while. I definitely got to pull up. We got to chop it up, man. We got to chop it up, man. So I mean, before we do go, I want to ask, sort of, is there one? I know there's probably hundreds, but is there one moment that like you haven't already brought up that really like impacted you being at the store? Like one thing that will always stay with you, one thing that you'll never forget.
There's 1,000 things.
I was about to say, I just said there's hundreds, not thousands.
You know, one thing he was like, it's a sad moment, but like we were talking about Smash. I remember when Smash passed away, he was around the corner and the motherfucker said, I think down Dukes. No. Cleon called me. Cleon called me like, is that shit true? I'm like, what true or what? I think we was had a vendor store that night. I said, is that shit true? I'm like, is it true or what? He's like, you need to call and see what's going on. I'm like, fuck what's going on? I'm thinking like, Cleon called, I know Cleon ain't no rip and run no rowdy, go like, was it true? What's up? He know something.
Right.
Soon I hang the phone up. Down on Dukes called me. He called me and was like, yo, that shit true? I'm like, what's true? He like, Smash died. I said, what the fuck? Fucked me up. Yeah, I was disgusted. We had an event in the store. I said, man, I get the fuck out of here. I was fucked up that night, but besides that, just crazy because he in my mind now. So you talking about Smash, but man, 1,000 fucking things, man. I mean, it's always a memorable moment from what I remember on the weekends. Every weekend, I start drinking, I forget everything.
Everything,
I mean, literally, like no bullshit.
Oh God, yeah, that's how it is.
But I mean, every weekend is fun. Every weekend you gonna come to that bitch. Laugh and joke Saturdays, we might be in that motherfucker Friday night sometimes. We Saturday, we in that bitch till 1, 2 in the morning. Sitting out front, bullshitting, singing like Woody will come through, Drew Woody coming in. Man, we having karaoke outside. We sit outside and get singing.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, just get drunk and get to singing. We see karaoke on Saturday nights after 9 o'clock. We singing.
That's crazy.
So that's always a fun, always fun moments for real.
That's dope, man. What about you, Snacks? Can you think of a singular moment or a couple if you got it?
It's so many.
That's that's always hard.
It's like really,
that's always difficult.
It's so many.
See, I caught myself. I'm quick with it now. I'm quick with it.
So
all right, that wasn't.
Yeah.
That would have been like a good. Never mind. All right. Oh, see, there you go. Coaching. But man, I feel like I can honestly sit here for another hour, 2 hours, if I could, man. But before we do get out of here, man, Snacks, Ashari, it's a pleasure having y'all in Ground 3 Studios, Vibe Studios. Myself, Mike on the mic, is man. Where can the audience follow you? Just for one more time for them.
Mine at City of Gods at CITYOFGODSS at City of Gods.
Mine is Snack God SNACKGOD__INFJ1111.
Yes, sir, man. You heard it first. Snacks. Man, Mashari, City of Gods is officially in the building, man. Always a pleasure.
Shout out to
Lord Snacks. Big shout out to Lord Snacks, man. Man, Miles Michelin in the building. Familiar face of the show, friend of the show. I can say it now. Camera's right here. Is this camera on me?
I hope you pick up. Hold up, y'all. Yeah. Little Snacks.
Little Snacks in the building.
That's Little Snacks. That's my little brother. I love him to death.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he can't come out yet.
Can't come outside, unfortunately.
Can't come outside. Yeah,
man.
Make sure y'all chop. City of Gods, man.
1118.
Yeah, cityofgodsonline.com.
Yep,
absolutely. Definitely tap in. You can't come to the store in person.
Right.
You gotta get it online.
Yeah.
Everything is just as good as it looks in store. I promise you.
Right.
I promise you. Fire. City of Gods. Man.
We are the culture.
We are the culture, man.
We
Stop playing with them.
We are the culture. Dope hashtag.
Man, stop playing with them. Y'all heard it. Tap in. We are the culture. Hashtag We are the culture. City of Gods is here, man. You heard it first, and I appreciate y'all for pulling up. And of course, like I do at every interview, I gotta leave you with one short, sacred Baltimore proverb, and that is keep doing what you're doing.
Right.
Absolutely.
Go.
Man.
Keep doing what you doing.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Good knowledge, man. What you saying? You stand. Good knowledge.
Yes, sir. My God, man. Man, we here at Vibe Studios and Ground 3. Can't wait to see everything y'all got going in the future. The renovation, the events, the next face-off joint, like whatever you got. Like like even those fish sandwiches that I'm going to keep saying I need to get because I absolutely need to get, and y'all do too. If y'all see the Instagram, y'all know what I'm saying. Honey on the bay, man. Insane. Insanity on 2 pieces of bread. It's incredible. It's incredible. All right. Like I said, man, once again, it's your boy MikeOnTheMic from the Vibe Perspective Podcast. Tapped in with my guys at Ground 3 Radio, DJ OK. Man, calling at 443-377-1872. Again, that number is 443-377-1872. Leave a message about Mashari, Snacks, City of Gods, Miles Michelin, Icon the God in the building. Anything you'd like, man. Next interview is coming up soon. Keep it locked from Vibe Studios and Ground 3, man. Let's keep the vibe alive, man.
No future without God.
No future without Gods, man. City of Gods in the building, man. Rest in peace, Smash, man.
Yeah, goddamn right.
Real talk. We supposed to be doing a little renovation
Make
ourselves.
sure y'all go Snack God and go City of Gods. Make sure y'all tap into our podcast, Sink and Swim Podcast, man. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify as well, so just check it out. We got some more dope interviews coming up soon. Like we got a lot in the chamber, but we got some new stuff coming out too, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Sink and Swim Podcast, Snap. I'm telling you, better tap in. Man. MikeOnTheMic, we here, man.
Mike on the mic.